so I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to use MyMathLab or MyStatLab. First, to get in, we're going to go ahead and click on the Pearson MyMathLab link on the side. I'm going to always enter MyLab and Mastering Course Home, as this gives you access to the entire program as opposed to just directly straight to the assignments. Because I haven't linked yet, I have to go ahead and click on Get Temporary Access. You shouldn't see the screen if you've already linked. You should go directly into MyMathLab. So let's just give it a while to get in there. I might pause the video. Okay, let me just go to my courses. So when you first enter MyMathLab, you're gonna get a screen that looks like this. It has your course name up above. It's got your name here. Mine says Hi Pablito there on the side. But if you want to access your assignments, you click here on Assignments, and you should see anything that's currently assigned to you. Currently I have these assignments. If you want to access the textbook, you click on Chapter Contents. For example, we're starting in Chapter 5. So if I go to Chapter 5, 5.1, I can view the e-text if I wanted to. I can watch videos for the section from the publisher. I'm just going to click on the e-text so you can see this is the exact same book you would see if you were if you had it in front of you, if you bought the hard copy of the book. You don't have to. It's optional, but let me just agree to this. Continue. So as that loads up, let me go back over here, just talk a little bit more about this. So that was on chapter contents. Let me go back to the main menu. If I go back to assignments, notice in the assignments it also told me I had a quiz already due on the 7th, and these 3 assignments. So other stuff, there's also a little link here called e-text. I'm trying to see what else students see because I'm in the students view, I believe. Let me go into an assignment. Well, the e-text is already opened up. Here's the e-text for the course, for that chapter, 5.1. I can go to the next page right here and scroll through and see the examples if I wanted to. I encourage you to do this, as the textbook might have a better way of explaining something than I do. I try to use what I think might be the easiest way for students. But you're welcome to read through this. Alright, back to the assignments over here. When you click on an assignment, say the first one, 5.1 Systems of Equations. This one has 12 questions. To enter the assignment, simply click on the assignment, question 1. If you hear that background noise, I'm sorry, I'm making coffee right now. You have 15 questions, like I mentioned. Here's the first question: solve the system of equations using the substitution method. I encourage you to write this problem down on paper in organized folder. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. It's 3y plus 4y. So y equals 1, so x is 3. So suppose I work this out, I would hit yes, the solution is 3 comma 1. I'll click on check answer. Alright, I'm good. I go to the next question here. It's a different question. I'm going to get this one wrong on purpose. 1 comma 4. When I get this question wrong, it's going to say sorry, you were incorrect. You can read through it. It tells you what the first step is. I can go back and change the problem. Say I thought it was 1 comma 5. Get my mouse in there. Check answer. Okay, it still hasn't counted the problem wrong. I got 3 chances to get it right. So suppose I get it wrong one more time. Here's where it's going to say I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Here's the correct answer. Now here's an option that I have. I can go to the next question, sure, but I could have also done something else. So let me go back to the previous question, question 2, the one that I got wrong. Notice it's flagged as wrong as opposed to question 1 that was flagged as correct. So any question that you get wrong, meaning you had 3 chances to get it right and you didn't get it right, if you want to correct that, click on similar question and it generates a new question for you and gives you another opportunity to get this question right. Let me go ahead and get this question right now. 1 plus negative 4x, negative 3x, so x is negative 2, so y is 8. Negative 2 comma 8. So now it says I got it correct. I can hit next question, but notice it'll convert that to correct. I can skip through any question if I want here. So you don't have to save the work, by the way. It says there's a save button up there, but it's automatically saved. I can jump to question 3 if I'd like. A couple other features that I want you to know about this. Suppose you got stuck on a problem. There is this button here that says question help. You can click on help me solve this. What that does is it kind of guides you through that problem that you're discussing right there. It's interactive, so it asks you to read and starts doing the work for you, and then it asks you to enter some questions, some choices there just to see if you're understanding it. There's also the view an example. In that case, you're not interactive, you're just viewing something similar to it and reading through it, and it's going to be something similar but not exactly like the problem you're doing. There's also Ask My Instructor. If you click on Ask My Instructor, just say, "Sir, please help." And if I get enough of these, I'll make a video of the solution for these problems. But if you hit send, automatically I get an email with a copy of the problem that you're working on, so I can see exactly where what kind of help you need. There's also this other option of printing. You print the if you don't want to be in front of the computer the whole time working on this, and I get that, my eyes get irritated, or maybe you're going to go to work and you just want to be able to work on this without being in front of the computer. You can always print this assignment. Go to print on any question that you're working on. Go to print. You can print the question or the entire assignment. I'm going to hit on print the entire assignment. Now normally you would select the printer that you want to print to. In this case, I don't want to print this out on my printer here. I'm going to click on print. I'm just going to click it as a PDF file instead. So sure, it doesn't matter what you say, temp, it's okay. So for me, it's going to generate a PDF file with all the problems in this assignment, and it shows me the ones I already got right. So this is it. I mean, this is the homework assignment that I'm going to have. These are the questions that are going to be asked and everything. If you guys want to print out your assignments, feel free to do so, and then you can work on this and then come back and enter your answers. This will keep you from having to be logged in the entire time, working on problem by problem, hogging up the computer that perhaps somebody else might be needing. So it might be a good idea to print your assignment, work it out, come back and input the answers when you're ready. The only thing is you don't get immediate feedback when you're working it out, as opposed to here you can enter your answer immediately. So that's it. Once you're done with all 15 problems, you're good. I'm going to close this window, leave page. So it already tells me that I still got 2 out of the 3 questions. I can always go back and redo number 3. I'm going to go back to assignments just to show you that the difference with the quiz. When I go to a quiz, notice I have 2 attempts. I'm sorry. On the quiz here it says 0 of 2 attempts. I try to give you 2 attempts on every quiz. The difference with the quiz is it says, are you ready to start this? If I hit start quiz, I have 8 questions on this quiz, very similar to what you just saw. But notice with the quiz you don't have any learning aids. You don't have view, help me solve this, or any of that. And you don't know whether you're right or wrong on this problem. So let me do this problem. Y is 5, X is 15. So I'll hit 15 comma 5. But when I'm done, I have my answer there. I don't have an option to check my answer. I just got to go to the next question and solve this one. I can always go back to the previous question if I thought I missed something, but you don't know whether you're right or wrong until you're done. I'm going to get this wrong on purpose. So when I'm done, after I'll do all the 8 problems, I'll hit submit quiz. Right now it's going to say you haven't completed it. I'm still going to submit it. So you'll notice it tells me I got the first question wrong. I mean correct. All the others I didn't even answer. Anyways, I can review the quiz. I can go to my results. If you don't like your score, you could always take it again. I try to give students 2 attempts. It won't always be the case, but I try to give you 2 attempts. Notice here it says 1 of 2. On the right you can see scores. These are all going to be transferred to Blackboard, but I just want to give you a layout of how MyMathLab works and the more common thing you're going to be doing. You will be clicking on assignments. You have your assignments here. You can get into them. You have other material here on the side. The e-text, like I said, you have access to the videos if you want to see particular videos, but I pretty much link to them in Blackboard. So I hope this is useful.